So I haven't done a stand-up for a while. And some people are like, you should do stand-up. So here I am. So does anybody go to the gym? I'm the only one. Alright. So this joke's gonna work for me only. So I've been recently just started going back to the gym after a bunch of injuries I gave to myself by knee injuries, shoulder injuries, and just getting old. So there's that. And so I started going back to the gym, and I noticed one person, this chick, and I've always like seen on YouTube like bodybuilders, and this chick is very intimidating, and no guy will work out around her. Like she's deadlifting like 1,000 pounds, and I was like, no, I'm out of here. So, and her biceps are like the size of me. And then she'll look at me like, huh, what are you gonna do, little P man? I'm like, I'm trying. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I thought of this crazy idea, and most movie actors will do this, go through body changes. And it's like, you know what, I'm gonna go for Bane next year for Halloween. And my boss is like, well, how are you gonna do that? You're short. And it's like, well, no, like, I'm gonna be like a mini-me version of Bane, but with a beard and a bald head. And he's like, well, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna put on 40 pounds. He's like, what's that gonna look like? I was like, 160 pounds. He's like, man, you're gonna be a very, very big Oompa Loompa. I was like, I know. So either that, I'll just go like Arnold Schwarzenegger style Oompa Loompa, and people are like, that's so wrong. I was like, yeah, but you thought of it first. So, what else? So another thing about the gym is, I've noticed this, and I never thought it was true. You know, like the Instagram girls at the gym who just take pictures, look like they never broke a single sweat in their life. I saw one walking by, and I was like dumbfounded. I was like, huh, I thought it was just a unicorn. And she was taking pictures, and I was like, why are you doing that? And so I talked to her boyfriend. I was like, what, did she even work out? He's like, no. I was like, so you pay all the money? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, how does that work? He's like, I don't know. So I don't think he understood the concept of what he was getting into. So, and I always go with like sweatpants and a sweatshirt. And it just looks like the bum just walked in with a big beard. Sometimes people look at me like really, really weird. Like, what's he gonna do? And then I just start working out. I actually almost did get kicked out of the gym one time. I decided like years ago, I was like, all right, I'm like 114, and I'm gonna take creatine, protein. And I looked like I was like 2 months later, I looked like I was on steroids. So I'm like, sir, you can't be in here anymore. I was like, why? Like, are you? And they like looked around like, are you? I was like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, are you taking steroids? He's like, do I look like I'm taking steroids? And I look in the mirror, I was like, oh, I look like I am. So there's that. And it was like really frightening. People were like, I even decided for one Halloween, I was like, I'm gonna go as Jason Statham as like an MMA fighter. And I went to this like young adult church thing, and they told me to put a shirt on. I was like, well, why? They're like, because you're tempted. And I'm seeing all the girls doing like stand up, so I was like, wait a minute, what's this thing? So I put a shirt on, and I was. It is actually pretty funny. Oh, I'm glad that joke worked. So, what else? I'll tell a story about Holly Toledo. None of you guys know who that person is. I'll explain it. So, being a barista, there's a lot of funny stories that go along with that. Like, when people walk in, I'm not kidding, no one here has asked this question, so I'm not pointing fingers at you guys. If you were, good luck. Some people ask, do you have decaf coffee? No, we don't. I'll even say that, like, well, dang, I was like, no, it's over there. But there's a guy who comes in once in a while. He wants his coffee, his milk steamed at 200 degrees. 200 degrees is boiling. It's not good. It's burnt. It tastes bad. And so he's like, no, do it. I like it. I was like, all right. So I'm boiling it. And it exploded on me. And he just stared at me like, what'd you do? You wanted it at 200 degrees. And so the only thing he could think of was like, I'm sorry. It's like, okay, like you did this and you dumped it on me. But anyway, so I call him Holy Toledo every time he walks in. I don't say it to his face. I just say it to my head. Like, Holy Toledo's here. So I actually told my boss, and he watched it on camera, he's all like, you okay? I was like, Yeah, just 200 degrees of scorching milk on my hands. No biggie. No biggie. I'll walk it off. Walk it off. That's one thing, like, when the difference that I've noticed, and my wife has always asked me, like, oh, my foot hurts, my foot hurts. I'm like, walk it off. And she's like, well, it hurts. And I was like, okay. She's like, what does that even mean? I was like, okay, here's the thing. I almost tore my ACL playing soccer one time. And my coach said, you walk it off. Sure, I'll crawl off the field, no problem. And then, yeah, there's that joke. So I'm going to end it off with a poem. I know, right? Me doing a poem. So it goes a little bit like this. Roses are red, violets are blue, Epstein didn't kill himself.